Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation of the 2026 YHH Girls Goalie of the Year Award. This award is designed to honor the top amateur female goaltender in Minnesota. Last year's winner, Warroad's Peyton Raleigh, backstopped Warroad to yet another Class A state tournament championship game in February. The YHH Girls Goalie of the Year Award features finalists from high school to 12U. This year's finalists are Janie Begon, the Blake School, Clara Milinkovich, Breck School, Jaden Ruzzi, Eastview High School, Natalie Grams, Rogers Blaine 15A, Etta Olson, Bloomington Jefferson Eden Prairie 15B, and Andy Williams from state champion Osseo Maple Grove 12A. Congratulations to this year's Girls Goalie of the Year, Breck School's Clara Milinkovich. Oh my gosh, you're actually in the building with me, the greatest girls goalie of the year. Congratulations on a great season. I mean, there's a word better than great. That's what you had this year. Congratulations. And a lot of this is an individual award, but a lot of it is team too. Mm-hmm. So you had a really good team. You won a state championship. Tell me a little bit about that season, your run here, because I was at your last game last year when you lost to Mount West Tonka. Yeah. And I know that probably spurred you guys off to train really hard in the off season. Talk about just some highlights from this season before we jump into the rest of the questions.
Yeah, obviously beating Mound because we've lost them a lot in previous years, and just like our hard work finally paying off, and just getting to the state tournament.
That was a big thing for you. Remember I said there's going to be some unplanned questions. I got to know, what was going on in that brain of yours when you came skating out for the skate ups and just stared the camera down? Was this a bet with you and your brother? What made you think of doing that? Because it was great. That was one of the highlights of that day, I think.
Yeah, me and my brother and my dad, we were kind of talking about what to do.
I knew it was those guys, those meddling children, you know. Awesome. So what that was their plan, or helped
basically,
you with that?
Yeah.
And you just do whatever they say, basically?
No, I thought it would be cool, but
it was cool.
Yeah,
it was A+ cool. That adds to the award. I think I got the girl who stared it down and probably made it big time. So, okay, so you had a great season. What was it? When did you say I love this sport versus other sports? When was that? When did you know you fell in love with hockey?
Around 10U or just 10U season, basically.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there something special about that team or that tournament or a tournament there or out of town? What was it that really jumps out at you from that?
Well, we were playing for third place for districts, I believe, and we went to overtime, and I scored, and just, like, going to my friends and hugging them just made me just, like, realizing the joy that hockey brings me.
You do realize this is the Goalie of the Year award, right? This is the Goalie of the Year. And you're talking about scoring goals, which was one of my questions coming up, is that's how my first memory of seeing you play was in Winnipeg for Team Minnesota. You were skating out, and I was like, I don't know who this girl is. And then, so I took note of it, and then the next game you were playing, you were in the net. I was like, this is a special story here. Talk about that decision of going from forward, because you're pretty darn good. You're pretty good. From going forward to goalie, whatever. What was the decision to finally switch to goaltender?
Well, I kind of wanted to do every position in hockey, but the one position I couldn't do was goalie. So when I finally tried it out, I just really liked what I could do in that position.
One thing, and maybe speak to this, is like you kind of control the game, right? You choose when the play stops. Sometimes you catch it, you can release it. You can move the puck along. If you stop every shot, your team's going to at least guarantee a tie. Yeah. Like you control a lot of the game. What are some of the things that jump out at you about goaltender?
Like what you said, just kind of controlling the game and using my athletic ability. It's really fun.
Well, you got plenty of that, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Speaking of athletic ability, there's probably 18 to 20 girls over in Maplewood right now who won a Class AA state championship. We won't name the school. But you defeated this team, I believe, on their home ice. It's one of my FOMO games of the year that I didn't get a chance to see. But walk through that game against the Class AA state champions that you guys won.
Yeah. Well, they scored first, which doesn't go well with our team when they score first. But, like, just having a lot of shots just kept me, like, in the game and not, like, thinking about other things.
And what was the final, 2-1?
3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I regret not making that game. I saw several of your games this year. You had some great ones. I mean, some fantastic games. The state championship game was another one where you were just started to be head and shoulders one of the best goaltenders in the state. And, you're a taller goaltender, so immediately you think, oh, she's a senior. No, you got to go look in the calendar. You still have a single digit on your program. You're a ninth grader. How does that feel to, you've conquered the beast as a ninth grader. You won a state championship, goalie of the year. How do you stay focused now for the next few years as to how to keep getting better?
I'm just focusing on the moment and nothing around, not the outside noises, and just focus on what's important.
Well, you've definitely done a great job at that. Let's see if you can nail the thank yous. You've nailed everything else this year, for crying out loud. I'm sure you got a lot of people thank you, like your brother and your dad and your mom for sure. But let's hear some of the people you'd like to thank.
Do I say their names?
Yeah, say their names, absolutely.
Max Milinkovich, Eli Milinkovich.
Especially those two clowns, for sure.
Christina Milinkovich, Bailey Thompson, Michaela Boyle, Trisha Luoma, and Nora Ratu.
Nora, what a great coach.
Yeah.
What a great mentor for you. Mm-hmm. And I learned just before we jumped on here that she also wore number 41. Mm-hmm. Another Breck goaltender, Uma Cornea. She sat in this chair 3 times and won this award. I think you might have a shot at doing that too if you keep having some success, and I'm sure you're going to have it.
Thank you.
This year's goalie of the year from the girls' side is Clara Milinkovich.